So guys, the time is currently 8:02. Now, if I haven't already gave it away, today I have done nothing with my life again. And I have no clue as to why I am doing this to myself. I feel totally horrible for doing this. And it is just so shitty. Like, just for the past few days, I have been living so filthy, guys. It has been the longest few days of my life. The most longest and most depressing is the word for the few days I have been living. And this lifestyle is absolutely killing me. And I have no idea why I am putting myself through this pain. Like, I do not agree with my actions. But it is what it is, guys. Although yesterday I picked myself back up, today I just fell back into the loop of complacency. And I know the choice was mine, but I didn't stay conscious enough. I didn't stay clear enough. I didn't stay present enough to avoid the habit I had formed for the past week. And certainly it is much easier to distract yourself than to do anything else in life, even though if it is more pleasuresome, even though if doing the other work is something we have to do. It is just much easier to avoid our responsibilities, right? But I guess what's most important is I am avoiding it because there is no consequence. But it is also clear that there is consequence for my lack of action. Like, just how I'm living life at the moment now, guys, it is just not great. And I have to say that I must put an end towards this. I know I have been saying this and I have been falling back into the loop of complacency. But if I don't resist this lifestyle, then I know that I never will get out of this loop. If I don't resist, if I don't try and stand and fight for myself, then I know that life will be like this forever. And I cannot stand that. I cannot live life like that. And quite frankly, guys, today I didn't even go to the gym. It has been just a horrible week. I normally never miss gym days, but it has just been, it's been clear, guys, that how destructive being distracted can be. This just goes to show how destructive being complacent can do to one person. If you don't pick yourself back up, life will absolutely go to shit. So please, guys, don't fall for this trap of complacency. Don't fall for any distractions because it only makes you more unhappy about life. It only takes away the joy and ambition from life away from you. And you can't lose that, guys. As a man, you can't lose that. Once you lose that, life becomes meaningless. And although I have not lived a life without meaning for so long, these past few days are bringing me back to the memories where life was meaningless. And to me back then, that was okay because that is all I knew. I thought life was like that. But seeing the other side, understanding that you have potential within you, and then living the complacent lifestyle, that is absolute torture. That is almost like cuffing yourself to a jail cell, knowing that you could achieve greatness, but you can't because you have trapped yourself here by your own laziness, by your own urges. And that is a horrible feeling. And I just don't want anyone, I don't want my worst enemies to live like this. And yet here I am, laying here defeated, laying here complacent, laying here as if life has no meaning and no responsibilities. But I know clearly that there is something for me to get from life. Although the only good thing I could say for today is that I stopped binge eating. I stopped overeating to quiet my mind from my ambitions, to quiet this mind knowing that I could achieve more. So I guess the one good thing I could say for today is that I managed to gain my sense of control back slowly. And tomorrow I could say that this will put me one step ahead for a bigger road. Because I know that to control my urges today, although I only did so partially, I know this is going to build my courage back. My courage to stand for what I believe in. My courage to snap back into my own reality and fight for what I believe in. Fight for my ambitions, fight for my dreams, and achieve my purpose. Because to stay distracted, the longer you stay distracted, the longer you avoid what you have to go out and achieve in life, the longer you hide away your purpose, the longer you rob yourself of your happiness in life. So don't fall for the trap of complacency. Don't fall for the trap of laziness. Because any momentary pleasure you get from life whether it's through watching TikTok, whether it's through eating, whether it's through drug or alcohol, whether it's through pleasure from women, whatever it is not going to fulfill or satisfy this void that you have within you. Pleasure is never the issue. What is the issue is you don't have one clear thing that you stand for in life. You don't have one thing that you believe in, that you're fighting for, which brings this emptiness that's rooted deep down within you. And until you find that purpose, life will always be a constant drift. You're moving from one day to the other without any satisfaction rather than just living to get by. And that is a horrible feeling. And I can confidently say that because for the past few days, I have been living that life. I have been living the life of mediocrity. I have been living the life without purpose for the past few days, knowing that I have a purpose. And that is just the more torturesome than one person living normally without understanding and being aware that he can achieve more from life. At least then, he expects that to be the normal of life. But this isn't the norm, guys. Understand we all have this deep desire within us, and we have to realize this if we want to fulfill this void, this empty feeling within us. We are all ambitious, and you know that for a fact. But the longer you stay distracted, you won't find that. And the longer I sit here in my feelings, feeling as if I don't have control over my life, then I never will have control. But don't give up, because the moment you give up, all hope is lost. At least still hold on to hope, because that is the only thing that will get you through the moments when life will give you a breakthrough. You will have the courage to stand for it. So don't give up no matter what, is what I'm trying to say. Because if I have given up a long time ago, then I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today. I will never be here with my failures or my wins, because who knows where I would be. I'll be drifting like everyone else, and we can't be drifting. We have to know what we stand for, and we have to fight for that belief. That being said, I hope you guys had done better than me today, and I do hope you guys had learned something from my failures recently. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.